So I'm just going to use this video as a backdrop. This is something that I came across today, but the article that I'm going to read is from August of 2020. So I'm just bringing this back up just in case people forgot. 750 million genetically modified insects to be released. The aim is to reduce the number of mosquitoes that carry diseases like dengue or the Zika virus. The greenlighting of a pilot project after years of debate drew a swift outcry from environmental groups who warned of unintended consequences. One group condemned the plans as a public Jurassic Park experiment. Activists warn of possible damages to the ecosystem and a potential creation of a hybrid insecticide resistant mosquito. But the company involved states that there would be no adverse risk to human or the environment and points to a slate of government backed studies. The plan to release the mosquitoes in 2021 in Florida's Keys, a string of islands, comes months after the modified mosquitoes were approved by federal regulations. In May, the United States Environmental Agency granted permission to the British based United States operated company Oxitec to produce the genetically engineered male mosquitoes, which are known as OX5034. The mosquitoes are known to spread deadly diseases known to humans, such as dengue fever, Zika, and yellow fever, among more. Only female mosquitoes bite humans because they need blood to produce eggs, so the plan is to release the male modified mosquitoes who will then hopefully breed with the wild female mosquitoes. However, the males carry a protein that will kill off any female offspring before they reach mature biting age. Males, which only feed on nectar, will survive and pass on the gene. Over time, the aim is to reduce the population of these mosquitoes in the area and thereby reducing the spread of diseases to humans. On Tuesday, officials in Florida Key West Mosquito Control District, or the FKMCD, gave final approval to release 750 million of these modified mosquitoes over a 2-year period. The plan has many critics, including nearly 240,000 people who signed a petition on change.org slamming Oxitec's plan to use the United States as a testing ground for these mutant bugs. According to Oxitec's website, the company has found positive results conducting field trials in Brazil. It also plans to deploy them in Texas beginning in 2021 and has gained federal approval, but not state or local approval. In a statement denouncing the project, environmental group Friends of the Earth stated, quote, the release of genetically engineered mosquitoes will needlessly put Floridians and environment and endangered species at risk in midst of a pandemic. But the Oxitec scientists stated, quote, we have released over a billion of our mosquitoes over the years. There is no potential for risk to the environment or humans. These mosquitoes are an invasive species to the southern Florida and are commonly found in urban areas where they live in standing pools of water. In many areas, including the Florida Keys, they have developed a resistance to pesticides.
For example, there's more money put into baldness drugs than are put into malaria. Now, baldness is it's a terrible thing. And rich men are afflicted. And so that's why that priority has been set. But malaria, even the million deaths a year caused by malaria, greatly understate its impact. Over 200 million people at any one time are suffering from it. It means that you can't get the economies in these areas going because it holds things back so much. Now, malaria is, of course, transmitted by mosquitoes. I brought some here so you could experience this. We'll let those roam around the auditorium a little bit. There. There's no reason only poor people should have the experience.
As people have been scared of such diseases like dengue and malaria, which are genetically transmitted through mosquitoes, Bill Gates' team from Oxitec is working on a project to raise awareness about the threat they pose. According to the billionaire, mosquitoes are the world's deadliest animal, and people like him need to do something about it. The mosquito team aims to release genetically modified mosquitoes in places where people are more likely to get affected by dengue and malaria. It is mostly the tropical forest and some other parts of the world where mosquitoes that carry the disease exist. The modified mosquitoes are harmless and they are supposed to mate with the harmful ones to eradicate the species. Genetically modified mosquitoes, which are released in different countries by Bill Gates, are developed by biotech firm Oxitec and aim to combat the spread of the disease carried by the mosquitoes, such as yellow fever, dengue, and the Zika virus. These mosquitoes are known to be the infamous carriers of several dangerous diseases. Oxitec is a biotech firm that develops genetically modified mosquitoes to eradicate the threat passed on by these mosquitoes. These mosquitoes are specifically engineered to be non biting males that produce only viable male offspring of the same kind. They possess no threat of any disease whatsoever. By releasing large numbers of these genetically modified male mosquitoes, Bill Gates' Oxitec aims to reduce the overall population of disease carrying mosquitoes. So again, I wanted to put this together as a reminder, as for people to remember all of the things that a lot of these giant tech organizations and these billionaires, how it is that they create these Frankenstein experiments and then they will then release them onto the public to see what will happen. So for anybody out there that always wants to say, "Oh, conspiracy, nothing, you guys have no proof, no this, no that." Again, you have a lot of people that either don't know, that don't want to know, or you have others that are actors that are specifically paid in order to portray themselves as a part of the normal public in order to dissuade anybody from wanting to use critical thinking or wanting to look into or figure out and find more information specifically about these topics and to also have information be spread and given to other people so that they are more knowledgeable on the things that are specifically happening in the areas around them. Again, this is them experimenting on us.